Hey guys, Labyrinth Gaming 1 here, and this is another Battlefield 4 loadout video. The series is really popular on my channel, and I'll just get all the formalities out of the way right now. To enter your loadout below, just comment below. You can like the video if you want, it really helps me out. So all you have to do is just comment below the loadout you want, primary weapon, secondary weapon, the attachments for all of those, gadget 1, gadget 2, whatever other stuff, the field upgrades, class, and all that stuff, you know. So let's move on. This loadout is called the Splinter Cell loadout, submitted by Ian Roxburgh again, and this is awesome. I really appreciate it. So I'm just gonna read it out for you. There's a slight problem with this, and I don't think it's Ian's fault at all for having this slight problem. It's perfectly fine. Everybody makes mistakes. So this is basically a loadout. I'll just read it out to you, and I'll say the problem. Splinter Cell loadout. Class, Recon. Primary, MP7. Attachments, IRN, V-scope, suppressor, laser sight. Secondary, 5.7, or the FN7, or whatever it's called. Ghost string, suppressor, laser sight, gadget C4. Gadget 2, motion ball sensors, either flashbang or smoke. Thanks for picking my load. It's a few videos back. So the only problem with this, Ian, I think it was a simple misunderstanding. You might have got confused between Battlefield 3 and Battlefield 4. That's perfectly fine. Basically, in this load and this loadout, actually in Battlefield 4, PDWs are only for the engineer, not for recon or anything else like that. So yeah, I just said to the MP7 and I showed you what I had there, EOD bot. I tried to use the most stealthy thing I thought of, because you know you can't be really that stealthy, and that was my phone. Okay. So I'll just give you some basic stats of the MP7, and I'll give you my approach on this weapon. I think this is, out of playing with every single PDW in the game, this is my favorite, but the attachment choice, So, I'll just read out some basic stuff. Max damage, 25, minimum damage, 15. Sorry if it's just weird lag right there. I don't know what's up with that. That is weird. Yeah, I know, it just got a little laggy for a second. Sorry about that. But the MP7, basically, they have a max damage of 25, minimum damage of 15.4. Woohoo. 15.4. So, sorry if this gameplay is really laggy for some weird reason. Don't know why, but, you know, okay, I can't do anything about it yet. But, basically, this MP7 has, 25, as I said that. The hipfire is fairly accurate. Not the most accurate in the game, but it's definitely up there. The most accurate PDW in the game for this is the the PDWR by a mere margin of 76, which is the ranking system Battlelog uses. Simthic hasn't uploaded any stats, so I'm using Battlelog and basic information after getting 400 kills with this weapon. I'll say it later about the 400 kills. But basically, the range is terrible with this weapon, but there's a reason for that, because it's a PDW, of course. The rate of fire is fairly good, but not the best in its class. The best is definitely going to have to go to the CZ3A1, because it just has 1,000, so that's a little bit ridiculous. But, you know, MP7 has a very good number, very fast, 950 rounds per minute, which is very good. The attachment combinations, I'm not blaming this on Ian, and I said I'll do any loadout, but you had to pick the IRN V-scope. So this one took me around 400 kills to unlock this sight, which is ridiculous because it's a battle pack item, and I had to keep on getting more and more battle packs for it. But I don't like the sight, mainly because you saw with that hand flare how reactant it is to light, and that is kind of ridiculous because it can completely mess up your vision. Otherwise, it's a fairly good sight, but I do like the FIR, the 2x one, the other one. I like that a lot better just because I feel like it's clearer, but for the sake of the like Splinter Cell theme, I think the IRN V-scope is fine. You could have used the FRI, you could have used like a reflex if you wanted for like a close range sort of thing, but I do like the IRN V-scope for that matter of it basically spotting enemies, and that is very useful. Not in close quarters as much, but especially not in domination as much, but you do see me, I was trying to like zoom in really quickly and just try and take out enemies like that, and it was really useful. I purposely sometimes threw like a smoke grenade on the ground. I use smokes instead of flashbangs because it's more effective. Threw a smoke grenade, distracted my enemies, looked through the smoke with the IRN V-scope, and just mowed down people. And that is very good, and I like that. As for the secondary, the 5.7, I think that is a good secondary, but not my favorite pistol in the game. The MP443 is still dominating that class, and the second is going to the 9.3R. I just feel like the MP443 is just amazing. I don't know, it's just kind of personal preference. I chose the EOD bot. I didn't use it at all, right, Paratorch. I think I would prefer, I purposely didn't use it because I didn't know, like, there's a mistake, so I didn't want to do anything. But I did it, and I was just trying to use the most stealthy one, I thought. As for smoke, with the Iron V-Scope, or the FR, I don't even know how to say it, FLIR sight, is that what it's called? I think that's what it's called, FLIR? Or something like weird or something like that. Yeah, the FLIR. Yeah, 2x scope. Both of those are really good for smokes because you can see right through them, and when enemies come storming through, you can just mow these guys down. With this RPM, you can blast through people. The recoil is fairly like the recoil is like all over the place in some places. A lot of horizontal, I noticed, but you know, it's still a very good weapon. I spent pretty much all of my Sunday loading this loadout up, but you know what, it was worth it in the end because I felt really good about it, and I actually really started to enjoy the PDWs. Without you, Ian, I wouldn't have ever really touched PDWs. I played with every single PDW to just test how the MP7 fit in there, and truthfully, I think it's the best PDW in the game. Right now, I would probably compare it to the sort of, I think it's a very close race between like the UMP45, which is also really good, the JS2, and the CZ3A1. For close range, I definitely suggest the CZ3A1. I can't even produce words, but the MP7 is definitely up there, and I really think you'll be seeing this a lot more because it just came out in the China Rising DLC, which has been out for a while technically with weapons. So I would like to say this, don't forget to submit your loadouts below. So don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe for more loadout. So this is Labyrinth Gaming 1 signing off. Bye.